this computer. Okay, we're live.
Not live, we're recording. Because if we were live, it would start at 10 a.m.
It will be. Nobody would know the difference.
They will know the difference. People know the difference between live and not live.
They don't. They could still just comment and have conversations with each other in the comments about the topic, and all that good stuff could still transpire.
It won't be live though. So what?
Nobody would know the difference.
Do you know what live looks like on your social media? Like it looks like it's happening like in real time. Does this look like it's happening in real time at 10 a.m.? Mm-hmm. I'm about to do it for your dog. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the taped. Welcome to the taped version of Shit Somebody Should Have Told Us.
You're just unnecessarily petty and ridiculous. Today's a busy day. We got a lot going on.
No, today's a busy day. Lloyd has a lot going on, and he is double booked himself on another show during our show.
Because we had a miscommunication, because we hadn't did this show in a couple weeks.
Even though it's on the calendar of what days are shows, topics.
Calendar. I never look at the calendar, and it was just a miscommunication. And so I committed myself to another interview, not thinking that we were done for the season, or we have a special announcement that's coming up. I actually thought we were waiting to record it, to do the show live or record it until we made this special announcement. So it was just a miscommunication.
But we have it on the calendar of the topics.
It happened.
And for the ones that we don't actually have a show, it says it like no show on the calendar.
It happens.
Anyways, good morning. Welcome to Shit Somebody Should Have Told Us, the taped version.
Hashtag SSSHTU.
Today's topic is intentions. He thinks he's about to be playing, and I'm not having it. He knows damn well I'm mad. So it would be no funny ha-has. Today's topic is intentions. If you guys follow us on our social media, you know that we are advocates of setting intentions and also...
You can keep talking, just letting the dog is.
Hey, Teddy Bean.
She want to be on the show.
Hey, Teddy. If you follow us on social media, you know that we are big on setting intentions and that we theme our year each year. We do a family theme or name your year, which is a derivative of setting your intentions, kind of providing a title for that so that it's on your mind all year long. So
let's unpack what intentions mean. It means like purposeful action, doing things purposefully, setting an intention on your life, a purposeful action, being purposeful about who you surround yourself with, be purposeful about where you spend your time, be purposeful in what you do, how you conduct yourself, how you think, be purposeful, and because we attract and we manifest things in our lives.
Yes, we're a believer of that.
And what you speak into the universe will come back, in some shape, form, or fashion. And so it's good to be purposeful and really understand what you want out of life and speak those things, and you will manifest and attract.
What's that one saying that you had read in a book?
I read in the Alchemist that anytime you know what you want, the entire universe conspires for you to get it.
I love that.
Great book. Alchemist is a great book. If you haven't read it, I would recommend it. I feel like The Alchemist is one of those books that comes to you
When it's
when you
ready.
need it, when you're
Mm-hmm.
ready for it. It finds its way to you. But it's a great book. I took a lot of notes, a lot of bars in that book. But living intentionally, and this is something that we started what 10 years ago,
10 years
eight,
ago.
maybe 8 years ago, really. Um, when I started on my journey of figuring myself out and got fired from a job and trying to rediscover who I am in my life, and in that moment kind of really produce all these
Our life.
mantras um and philosophies that we live by now, because we really started practicing intention then, and we saw
The fruits of
the
it.
fruits of it,
Mm-hmm.
and in us manifesting and attracting things to us, and really realize when you trim the fat and you hone in your energy, especially even and I think it's even amplified like when you're in a relationship and when you and your partner can set intentions together, and that's why this setting our intention for the year, I believe, is one reason that it really works, because you have two
Collective
people,
minds.
collective minds, bring their energy together. And in the Bible, it says what, if two or three,
Two or more
three or
gather.
more gather in my
Mm-hmm.
name, God is present there. And what better environment for that than in your relationship, which is a spiritual connection. It is a opportunity for you both to
Sadie's trying to get out.
attract things in this world. You just trying to shut me up? I'm
No, she's gonna start
I'm
barking.
spitting bars.
So, December is always a big month in our family because this is when we start to have the conversations of what was your theme last year? What things did you see manifest this year that was in alignment of your theme last year? What things happened this year that you collectively want to set intentions for, to work on for next year, to name your year? So December is a really big month in our family, because it's a time for a lot of reflection, and preparation for the upcoming year, which I love. I love the fact that we did that. It started off with just Lloyd and I, and then we now have our kids name their year. Um, so we would like to challenge you guys to be mindful of everything that has happened in 2020, the good, the bad, the indifferent, things that worked really well, things that did not work well, things that you want to just be better at, things that you're already great at, and start to set intentions for your 2021. Um, and then, give it a title, give it a name, speak it, honor it, so that you can use, that theme through 2021 to kind of guide you.
And it's important that when you set, when you so we call it theming your year. So when you theme your year, it's important that that's not an artificial act. So what that means is it's important that you really sit down in a quiet room with yourself and really think about what you want out of the next year, what you want out of life. And a theme will come to you. Something
Yeah.
will come to you. It won't be something that you got to make up because you think it sounds good or whatever the case may be. There's something on your heart, in Russell Simmons' book "Do You," he talked about, we all know what we want. It's in our heart, and but we just talk ourselves out of it. And so setting your intention is about not talking yourself out of it. It's about believing that thing that keeps speaking to you. So it's important that you get into a quiet room, a quiet area. You cancel out all the distractions. You don't ask people for their opinion. You don't run your thing by anybody. It's a very personal act. If you are in a relationship, it's this is something that you and your partner can do together. I would still recommend each of you individually
which we do.
have that talk with yourself, and then you guys come together and discuss and see if you're on the same page.
Which for the past few years we actually have been, and we normally don't talk about what our theme is going to be until it kind of gets close. So it's just mentally, I think probably for me, like August is when I start kind of just like really starting to reflect of like what's going on. When do you normally start? Like we're like mindfully, like where
I don't know, maybe around the same time.
so usually for me around August, I'm mindful of, okay, we're getting to the last quarter of the year, and just being mindful of everything that's happening in the year, that has gone well, that has not gone well, etc. But usually about August, um, I start to be mindful of that. And then I think we start kind of having conversations like in November, as to, hey, do you have an idea? Do you have like what you think the theme should be? Do you have a feeling, emotion, etc.? And for the past few years, we've really been like spot on, like
And it's also
verbiage different, but the same like sentiment and emotion.
And it's also pretty amazing because after you theme the year, when once we start getting towards the end of the year, so where we're at right now, and you go back to the theme, it's pretty amazing how you see things that have transpired in your life that year
Honors that theme.
honors that theme. So I would really like to hear from some of you folks that did theme your year this year and have participated in this with us, how you saw it manifest in your life, how you saw your theme manifesting.
And if you didn't see it manifest, why do you think it didn't manifest? Because we've done it for a decade now and are testifying that for us it does work. It has worked. And I know sometimes it could be like skeptical, like you could be skeptical of it, especially if it's new, if it's your first time.
But I think if you theme it right, like if you really have that good self talk and you really get in tune,
and it's something that's on your
like it's
heart.
gonna manifest anywhere. I don't think even if you're skeptical, I don't think you're gonna have no choice. So I would think if you didn't see it really manifest, then maybe you just got to dig a little deeper in regards to really listening to yourself and really listening to the universe and your spirit
But then
and what
also
it's
like
saying.
understanding what that means though, because it's not like um year of year of big business and then you don't do anything to like further your business,
Yeah.
and so
But that's where
that
it goes back to
theme,
purposeful,
yeah,
intentional action. So this
and
is
using
setting the
that
intention.
theme, the reason why you do name it and give it life and breathe life into it is because it's also kind of like your north star
Your
for that,
reminder.
yes,
Your
for that
reminder.
year. And so kind of like what we tell our kids is whatever your theme is, every decision that you make should be getting you closer and closer to what that theme was, um to help you be mindful of kind of what that goal. This dog is crazy. um Kind of help you be mindful of what it is that you are trying to accomplish. So I would say like definitely be take some time, even if it's just like you just need some personal time, to just reflect, to come up with your theme, and then be mindful of like the theme that you are naming. You're setting your intentions for that, which means you also need to allow that to guide you into whatever decisions that you're making, because it's supposed to help you get further to um the topic. So
Yep. So for example, what was our theme last year? Not this year, but last year. Do you remember?
I don't remember. You have a list of it.
I have a list, and I guess we'll recap on the next
We
show.
always do.
But our theme this year was the year of thanks.
Yeah.
Which is crazy
Yeah.
that was our theme in the year where also a global pandemic happened, but a global pandemic that also
Put us in a position to be
put
thankful
the
all the
whole put
time.
the whole world though,
Yeah.
put everybody, put the whole world into a position to really reflect on their lives
Be
and
thankful.
what you have and be thankful for who you're around and
Yeah.
be
Because
thankful
you could have been
for
quarantined with someone, and so being thankful that if you were quarantined, that you were quarantined with, maybe those that you love, having a job when there were so many people that were losing their job,
or being thankful for your health. You
being
know,
thankful for
if
your
you
health.
did lose a job, be thankful that you recovered.
Yeah.
Because not everybody recovered, and
Yeah.
so I think that even in tragedy and in the tough moments, this year pulled us and forced us to find appreciation. So
And it was
that's
also really good, like, because that was our theme. And so when you did get into kind of like that mental state of like complaining, that theme also reminded me, like, no, like, you specifically wanted to honor and set intentions on being thankful. Now you're being placed in a position where you can say, I'm thankful for, and you're complaining. So you need to switch that up and refollow your intentions and now list all the things that you are actual thankful for. So
but that, don't get it twisted though. That's been a bit of a mind fuck for me. Like, this is our year of thanks,
thanks.
and a
Mm-hmm.
global pandemic happens, and but like Krishana said, it was a reminder, and it was helpful to pull me out of some dark spaces this year. And if the bare minimum, your theme helps you do that, like I said, it's a purposeful action. It's a
Yeah.
reminder um of what you're supposed to be doing this year, and even if it just does that for you, it's powerful. It's powerful. So it's been pretty profound that our theme year being the year of thanks also
And all this.
coincided
Yeah.
with this year. But you know,
So we would like to challenge you guys to use this week and be mindful and reflect on 2020, to prepare to set your intentions for 2021.
and theme your year.
And then join us next week where we will reveal our 2021 theme. And we would love, love, love to hear from you guys as to what you would like to theme your 2021
That's
year.
next week. What I want to hear from this week is
Your
the people that have actually participated in the
yes,
comments. Talk about how your theme uh, did impact you this year. Did
yeah,
you remember? Did you remind it? Now that
yes,
you've taken a minute to reflect on and remember what your theme was, did you actually see it manifest this year, and how so? What happened with your theme? I'd like to hear some
that.
of that. I like to read some of those comments.
Okay, so our taped version of shit someone should have told us,
So petty, and
setting our intentions. We
your
are,
theme should be the year of pettiness.
mm, you don't even, you
That's
don't even want to give me the North Star to that, to that Underground Railroad. We are,
this dog is going crazy.
we are grateful and thankful for all of your guys' love and support. What is she eating?
I don't know. we appreciate all of y'all rocking with us and participating in this show. I hope it's helped contribute to some good conversations in your lives. And we look forward to continuing building and pouring into this community
Popcorn.
together, because that's really what this is. This is about us pouring into each other, empowering each other as a community, giving each other the shit that we wish somebody should have told us, so we can be better, do better, grow, get bigger, be more
No.
successful, and have successful people around us that we can all pour into each other mentally, physically, emotionally.
Have a blessed rest of your week. We'll see you next week live. If this one doesn't, book himself.
We're busy people. We're a busy guy.
Nope.
We're a busy guy.
I ain't got nothing to do today.
Not today. Other weekends you do. We out. Deuces.